So say that before you practice cunnilingus. Got it.
Yes.
Who are you right now?
What is happening?
What?
Where's this coy boy that we've been fucking recording with for the last fucking 6 years?
Zog, is this your boy? Is your boy?
Oh, this is your boy? I know what the fuck is going on. Motherfucker just decided to break out of his show. We got a new host who's not married, and all of a sudden Copper gets married.
There was plenty of time. No. There was plenty of times I made jokes like that before, and you just went, yeah. Anyway, on to the thing I was talking about. It wasn't that I didn't bring it out.
The whole
didn't bring it out. It's that your ADHD fucking ran with it and just went by all the shit I fucking said.
Again, the whole point is for us to get under your skin, and it works. Every time. Nick and I knew damn well, and we kind of talked about this last week, that we were gonna fuck with you.
You know what? The day you stop fucking with me, I will be concerned.
Some scout never saw that shit coming. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Adulthood Pending. I'm one of your hosts, Zaga.
I'm Copper.
And I'm Nick.
And this week, guys, we have a great episode planned for y'all. Today, we are talking about millennial burnout. There's going to be a lot that we're going to get into that. But the most important thing, a very important thing, probably the most important thing of the week and this show, at least taking a step back, and to fill that female role, we have somebody who is about the same age, who pretty much grew up in a cult also. She lives closer to Nick than we do. Introducing Adrien.
Hey. Adrien.
It's me.
Yes. Adrien, tell the people a little bit about you. What should they expect? What are you going to bring to this show? Because they know us from craziness.
Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I've been observing you guys, seeing what you guys' flows are. It seems like you guys joke around and you're mean to each other. I'm trying to figure out how my dynamic with you guys. I try and pwn when I can. I don't know. I'm very opinionated, very loud.
You will fit in perfectly fine.
I don't even know what else to say. Shit.
Do you watch a lot of gaming channels?
Gaming channels? I do not.
Yeah. Never mind.
I only like open world games, though. I've gamed a little bit.
Okay.
Now, don't you have your own podcast? You shout yourself out.
Oh, okay, that's allowed. Oh, I love it.
There's not really that many rules on this show.
Okay, well, I didn't know if it was like a conflict of interest. I didn't know how that worked. So I do have a podcast. It's called Clam Slam.
This is a corporation.
No, you know what? Key example of millennial burnout is that she is so afraid of like corporate bullshit that it's bleeding into the fucking podcast that talks about corporate bullshit.
It's true.
That's how fucked we are.
Yeah. It's a podcast called Clam Slam. I talk about a lot of millennial problems from a woman's perspective, but I also try and interview other people and keep it relatable for anyone that could possibly listen. I keep it fun and lighthearted. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys want to get to know her a little bit better before you see more episodes with her, go check out her show. Listen to some episodes. I listened to a couple, and there were some things I heard about you, and we will get into those in other episodes.
Please.
Don't worry, we're not going to blow up your spot too much on the very first episode and make it a little awkward. That's Copper's job. We're going to make him really awkward.
Well, that's nothing new. So that's like
They're
that's
going to
part
spend
of
a lot
my
of time to do it. So
That's like the mission statement, honestly.
they're getting it all in now.
Mission statement. They're getting it all in now. Got it.
In my business plan for this show, I was actually a major key point that I had. I spent about 14 slides discussing how we're going to berate Copper, whether he's here or not. But Copper, good news.
The really sad part is he's not kidding.
Good news is I actually have my phone now connected to my mixer. So whenever you call in, everyone will hear you and can talk with you.
I love that for you.
And so on and so forth.
I love that for you. You're overcoming. I'm so happy.
Yes. It's going to be a there again.
What? Huh? You dirty son of a bitch. Knock it off.
Oh, don't be bashful now.
Yeah.
Oh wait, sorry. We really should not play that on the podcast. Some people it's banned in their.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Shocker, guys! It's me. It was me, Austin. It was me.
Easy on shocker comments there, bud.
Whoa. You can't search that anymore, Nick. You can't search that anymore. Be respectful. There's a lady in the room. Okay. All right.
I'm loving every second of this, even though I'm only 13. It's fine.
Whoa.
God dang.
You.
What did your cult do to you?
Just
What
kidding.
do they do in Utah?
That escalated quickly.
She is definitely above age, guys. She's a millennial, I promise.
Then it gets really uncomfortable.
Okay, is this the segment? Is this the segment where Chris Hansen makes a guest appearance? Because this is getting too weird.
Hey guys, how you doing? How about you sit down?
Hey, guys, I've been recording for fucking 20 minutes. Copper's going to jail.
You ain't ever gonna find me.
All right, guys. Let's get into the first part of this episode here before we start getting way off the rails and really show Adrien what this show used to be like.
This might be her first and last episode.
All right, so Burnout 101. Why are we like this?
I ask myself that every day.
That's a true point, Nick. That's a true motherfucking point. I ask myself every day, why am I like this?
Why am I like?
We were brought up to be this way. You know, something I was thinking about the other day is how we all go to school from like 7 to 3 every day while we're growing up. And that's totally in preparation for our work life. That's why they do that. Right?
Nick,
We were totally
Holy shit! I never put those two together.
dude,
Never.
Nick literally looked like you just shit in his Cheerios.
It's true. We were conditioned to be this way.
I'm dumbfounded. I'd never. God damn it!
Except jokes on us, because I can't tell you the last job that my shift actually went from 7 to 3. It was more like 7 to 7.
Yeah, well, you signed up for
now
that.
It's
So.
9 to 5.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not great at math, but that's similar hours. Shit. Don't ask me to do it on the spot. Shut up. Leave me alone.
No, you're right. It's equitable. I think a lot of it is that like it's we go through this, and I think the problem is that like and here's the thing: it's not like our parent generation was some utopia of the idea of America. Like it was plenty of it that was screwed up, but I think that really like technology and a lot of things advanced faster than society was able to catch up to it. And obviously it's kind of like one bad apple like ruins the bunch. Now picture that one apple is just fucking radioactive and just spoils the entire orchard. And that's kind of what's happened. And you've just got this radioactive apple up in the tree looking down at all the others going, by the way, this is your fault.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like bills really fucked everything.
Yeah.
Because like I was not taught responsibility as a child.
No.
I mean, like, a perfect example. Look behind me. Look fucking behind me. I was not taught fiscal responsibility. I was not taught like how to properly manage money, how to pay tax. I've been avoiding my tax guy for fucking weeks now at this point.
Yes.
Actually, so guys, this episode actually drops on May 9th, and we're like in the fucking very beginning stages of April. So I'm not late on my taxes. Just want to point that out. The IRS is listening. I paid on time. I promise.
I mean, not for nothing, but I saw those IRS acquisition team training videos. You ain't got much to worry about.
Motherfucker, I'm brown.
Well, Zaga, you know, you're hitting a point too, is like that's a part of the design too, is they don't want us to know about money. They want to keep us because if we don't know about money, then we're staying in the hole.
It's
So
kind
it's
of
part of the
bullshit.
design.
I would have been filming myself do dumb shit on YouTube for way longer.
There was a
We
there
could
was
have
a
easily
thing on
been better
Instagram.
than Jake and Logan Paul.
Right?
There was a thing I saw on Instagram not too long ago. It was like this, like it was like this song that was funny. It was like, I wasted my childhood, and it's basically like I should have opened up a 401k the day I was born. I should have been doing my
for real.
portfolio, this and this and this, and it's like, and it's my fault, and it's like, I know this is supposed to be funny, but this is kind of hitting a nerve a little bit because, yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, well, you should have done this and this sooner. It's like, what, when I was fucking 6?
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I just.
You're right. My bad. I should have opened a Roth IRA with the dollar that I got at my 8th birthday, and that's why I'm. Yep, nope, that's why. Nope, that's
No,
why.
fuck that. The second you opened your eyes and slithered out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this had to have been back in the 1700s before he was bitten, right, Nick?
Before he was
I
bitten.
mean, give or take a few centuries, but yeah, that's pretty much right about what happened. Yeah.
And that was when Dracula bit you. That was
It's either Dracula or it's Nosferatu. It's one of the two.
Which one was
He all
that?
sucky references because he was a World War I or II vet. Number
Tell
one.
us about your uncle and dad. Tell us. I'm here.
I don't live in Washington no more. All right.
That's the best part. The best part is that you live.
No, the best part. No,
where
Adrian,
fucking
hold on,
Twilight
Adrian.
was.
Yeah, I know. Adrian, I gotta tell you, when I moved to Washington, right? Long story short, for those of y'all who don't know. Oh no, what did someone say? I was playing when I was like playing baseball with my or sorry, we were playing softball with my fire department, and my doc commented on the video. She's like, "That's very hoa of you." I'm like, "What?"
No,
And
what's
it's what that's like. There's a song in Twilight that's just like hoa or whatever, and so anything is like HOA. Yeah.
It's like a
So
rainy day.
anything-
It's what you hear when it's raining outside.
So anything that you say HOA is just in response to Twilight. Long story short,
Oh, yeah,
in
it
high
is.
school, before them movies came out, I had that hairstyle with this face and this jawline. It was a little sharper back then, and no one gave a shit. And And then the movies came out, and all of a sudden,
Goddamn
now I
movies
was
came
popular.
out. If goddamn movies came out.
Goddamn movies came out, and there was vampires and werewolves.
They took my girl.
Dude, I'm sorry. We
No,
can
they
talk
gave-
about we want on Twilight, but I was definitely at the movie theaters on opening night in the front row.
Oh
so.
no, that's fine.
I
That's
took
fine.
so
I'm not.
many.
I'm not knocking the movies that bad. I'm just saying.
Oh, the movies are terrible, especially the first one. Are you kidding?
Okay, we're getting off. Talk about millennial burnout. It's living in the past about how good a terrible fucking movie was.
Dude, we look at shit like "Are You Afraid of the Dark?" and we're like, "Huh, peak fucking horror right there."
Yo,
Peak
chill.
horror comedy.
Chill. Whoever edited that motherfucking intro was not hired to fucking record some fucking children's show. That shit was fucking straight motherfucking horror with that little swing, the gate opening, the boat just smacking against the dock.
Yep.
It was Eli Roth.
Whoever did the Goosebumps intro, I think was probably like a college kid who like Uncle worked for. I'm just gonna put PDFs of the eyes of a dog and it'll look great.
They say what you will, a slappy scared the shit out of me when I was younger.
I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now. You guys are like all three making different sound effects at the same time.
Yes, this is. Welcome to Adulthood Pending, where nothing makes fucking sense. Where ADHD has taken over our millennial minds, and we're unmedicated. Okay.
Burnout. Okay.
Yes.
So you were talking about like why are we so burnt out?
Yes.
And-
Holy shit, that's why she's here to keep us on track.
Yes. Okay. So we were brought up to be this way.
Here's your sign.
We were brought up to be overworked, work our lives
100%.
away, live paycheck to paycheck, stay in the
Mhm.
hole. They didn't teach us about money, and they love it.
So we learned how to square dance.
Like when you were a kid, you were told if you just do your job, you'll get your monies, and that's not always the fucking case. There's gonna be more jobs for other
If you
people who
just
didn't
work
do their
hard
job
enough.
just to get your fucking same money.
Well, in all honesty, I think the big thing that did it, that really was like the crest of the hill, or rather like I don't want to say the crest of the hill, but like the thing that finally broke the mirror was COVID. And here's why.
You can
Because
see yourself in a
like,
mirror.
yes. It's just a shirt and my hair, but yes. The rest, it kind of sparkles too bright. And then I'm like, shit. But like, if you look at it, because like a lot of the stupid stuff that was happening during COVID, like they would fire when they had to do layoffs. They didn't fire the new kids. They fired the dude who was like 2 months from being able to retire from the company. And so that they didn't have to pay him fucking retirement or any benefits, they fired his ass first. Now, shit like that happened way before COVID, but COVID was like so many companies did it and everyone fucking heard about it. And of course, with social media, everyone talked about it. And it really broke that whole thing that we were brought up on of like, hey, find a job, do this for a while. The company will take care of you. No, the fuck they ain't.
Maybe you work your way up. They'll keep promoting you. Yeah. They'll just give you money.
And I think COVID was like the final like spotlight on like, no, the fuck they will not. When the world falls apart, it like, not for nothing, but the Joker was right. When the world falls apart, when the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. And that's exactly what we did. And we all watched that and we're like, yeah, he's not wrong. That's fucked up. And then COVID showed us just a little smidge of that. And everyone was like, Heath kind of had a point. I understand why he lost his mind.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're really touching on something because COVID was kind of like an eye-opener for everybody on how we're all reliving the same day over and over again for nothing. It's like quicksand. We're running in the same place.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard too, because I think with social media, it's like you have so many people that social media has been great and terrible at talking about how most of us live our lives. Because the problem is that you'll have the loud minority who are like, all I see is this and this and this and this, and they yell and scream about it. And then there's so many of us going, I don't deal with that problem because I don't live my life like that, and that's fine. But on the other side of it, there's so many people who are like, listen, y'all, I get it. Like, regardless of your situation, a lot of us feel this way. A lot of us feel this way. So it's done two things. It's made a lot of people feel less alone, but it's also given people this skewed as hell view of like the world as a whole. And it's hard. And I think that because of that, shit looks way worse than it is, or a lot of shit that we're being told it's not that bad. No, yeah, it is, dude. Like, it ain't just you and your little microcosm. A lot of people are going through this shit.
Yeah. And I personally, like, really though, I feel like we're like this because we as a generation loved TV, movies, all those kinds of things, right? Like we dive, shit, I have so many pop culture reference tattoos on me right now. Like, I mean, Michael Myers is clearly seen right here, but I had Spider-Man, all these different little things, right? So we dove ourselves, and usually into sitcoms. So like, you think about Friends, you think about,
Full
House, Seinfeld, fucking Boy Meets World, all those kinds of things. And the one thing that they always had in all those shows was a really good work-life balance. Which I've never seen something be such a bullshit lie in my life. Like, I was going to talk about my adult wins and fails because the last week I worked from last Monday to this Monday was 73 hours of work.
That's insane.
And the longest day was 13 straight hours slinging fucking metal. We left work at 11:30. What fucking balance is that?
No.
I came home for a half an hour and then I went to sleep. And then I woke up and did it again.
Dude, I could not do that.
So that's one of the things is like, I always thought that that's complete. And to bounce off your point, COVID really showed everybody what real work-life balance was, because then everyone was working from home and they're like, wait a second, it doesn't have to be like this and I can do my job efficiently.
I've said that God knows how many times of like all these companies that are like, no, you can't work remotely because that's not what we do here. And the company can't work that way. And then COVID happened and so many people work remotely. And it's like, and the company still running. So it's like, so we actually could have been doing it this whole time, and magically the world ain't falling apart. So, I guess you can work remotely and don't need people in the office to micromanage the shit out of them to justify your existence. Oh, that's so weird. And then a lot of people, when they were like, okay, everyone, we're going to be moving back to the office, and all people were like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Well, and most people just kind of went hybrid after that.
I was deemed an essential worker because people need cars. Motherfucker, you're Captain America. Of course, you're
okay. No, I was working in a hazmat when that happened, which prime example of your company.
You were the toxic behavior.
Your boss gives a shit about you. His boss don't. Well, it was that, and then I was on National Guard orders the whole time. But yeah, I mean, that's what saved my ass during COVID. But
I was furloughed for 6 months.
No shit.
Yep. Nope.
From the Goodyear factory that makes tires.
That makes.
I was a contractor, but make that make sense. I was non-essential for 6 months. The whole plant shut down.
We found out briefly what he used to do.
Used to do. You don't know what I still do. You don't know what I do now.
We still don't know what he does.
Give us a hint.
So you trying to get info on me and shit, and you won't even talk about what you do for a job. All right.
You're in the government. Go ahead and ask your NSA agents what the fuck I do.
He sells drugs.
I'm not in that part of the
Gringo
government.
Chapo.
Before we get completely off topic here, this is the perfect time to talk about our adulting wins and fails of the week.
Okay, so you said your win. What's your fail?
Wait, was that his win?
No, you said your win was your hours that you worked, right?
No, I was thinking about doing that for my win, but that's not my win. I actually did something really adulty, but we'll save mine for last because that's a long story.
Okay.
Adrien, why don't you start us off? What was your adult win of the week?
Okay, so I was just talking about how jacked I am naturally. I went to the gym before work every day. Thank you. Appreciate me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Feed into the praise.
Yeah. That was a win for me. I don't know. I feel like everybody needs to be active.
And what was your fail?
I spent way too much money on weed. I was supposed to cut back, but I actually was smoking more. Yeah.
We'll get
every
into
day.
that topic in a little bit.
Shit, man. I was smoking way more than I was supposed to. That's my fail.
I can definitely relate to that one. I'm too broke for pot right now, so I'm working with what we got. Copper.
You're good on you. I also am, but I don't care. So shit.
Copper. Obviously, you're a Captain America, so you just win daily. But what would you say is your adulting win this week? I don't even want to know his fail. Do you, Nick? Like last week, he was so disappointing. He was like, I ate sandwiches for dinner. And we're like, what kind of sandwich? He's like, well, I grilled up this, and then I made this, and we're like, God damn it, that's not even a fail. You made a whole ass fucking.
Hold on. You're right. Last week's episode, he did kind of, he did let us down, but I do believe in redemption, Sir Copper. So please don't disappoint me nor Zaga, and most importantly, the audience. Adrien is new, so you can't really disappoint her.
He'll find a way.
You will find a way. But today be this episode. Let's revamp
last week. Well, Adrien appears to not act like most Hollywood, and so
I'm proud of you for the hold on. I'm proud of him for the vampire fucking bit.
Yeah, that was good.
He did that just to find a way to use that word, and I know it. You see it clear on his motherfucking face. He was purposely just ranting until he found a way to use the word revamp.
Copper, you don't know this, but I'm getting smarter by the week. Anyways, your adult fail and win, Sir Copper, please. I won't say it again.
I won't say it again.
Yeah, I'm done now.
We don't have to rehash this.
Look, I love hash browns. We could rehash this all day. I love hash browns.
Someone say hash?
Hashish?
All right, go ahead.
Copper.
You ready?
Okay. Every time I go to speak, it's like, no, go ahead. Oh, by the way, one more thing. I mean, it was a pretty good week. I managed to get all my military things done. I was hanging out with a friend for a couple of days and got all that done, and then came home and realized that I didn't clear anything off of my bed by the time I got home or before I left. So I came home and I'm like, I am exhausted. I'm just going to get my bags in, get this and this taken care of. And I opened my door and just like a good week's worth of laundry from the week prior is just on my bed. Like, oh,
is it clean?
I'm sorry. Say again?
Clean or dirty laundry? That's important.
It was both. There was a pile of clean. There was a pile of dirty.
And
before I left for the airport, I was going to throw everything in. And then I looked and I was like, oh shit, traffic's picking up. And I just.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
That was it? That was your fail. I feel like such a degenerate now. Like when I'm gonna tell my story, and I'll be like, "Well, Captain America over here."
Hold on. You know what? Hold on. Think of this perspective.
All I didn't do this week was not do laundry. I forgot about it on my bed. I didn't make my bed. Mama Copper was upset.
Okay, listen. Between like starting Thursday night, right? Starting Thursday night to Wednesday night, I did not go to sleep. 100% no alcohol in my system any point at that evening. It wasn't until I came home.
That's a good fail right there.
Okay.
Again,
What the fuck still? But like every single night, I had alcohols.
two people's fail is coping with life. I just keep tabs on this, people. Just coping with the millennial burnout. We found two vices. Nick, here we go for you.
Jesus.
First thing I'm going to say is, Copper, you didn't let me down this week, thank God. But it was still a little bit lackluster, so do better for next time. Thank you.
He's gonna write about it in his diary later. Super disappointed.
Don't worry, I'll find it online.
What?
They were mean to me in the show this week again. I don't know why I come on here and do another episode every week and just get yelled at.
Arthur Morgan? Am I in my Arthur Morgan period where I'm just
face on it?
I'm in my Arthur Morgan period of like, sometimes I don't understand what Zaga's plan is. He says
No, but I like Adriana's idea.
Adrien.
Sorry, Adrien.
God.
So I fucked that one up. But anyways, I like. I'm
that's
excited.
don't fail, motherfucker.
No, that shows how excited I am. She has a good point. I'm getting your face on a shirt. And and if I do it, I can have different quotes. I can have a whole wardrobe of just Copper shirts with different quotes.
It's the same face, but with different quotes.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's different.
He's a Copper special
Honestly,
edition.
this face right here with the raised eyebrow, he seems to do that a lot.
Hold on, no, I have a photo album of all his facial features.
Why did hold on. Why? Explain to me why. I want to believe you're joking. I want to believe that you're not serious.
Well, see, Copper,
I want to say that.
I
want to say that. But the thing is that if you're not joking, why does that not surprise me? Why would that not shock me in the slightest? If you have a album that's just my facial features.
So weirdly enough, is I do have a ton of pictures saved on my computer of his face because I had to use it for the thumbnails as reference art. So
this is actually a I Heart Copper fan club.
Secretly.
Pretty much that's all he watches the show.
That's why I said the day that these two stop talking shit about me, I'm going to be worried because when they talk shit about you, it means they like you.
Yes.
Oh,
The day that this one stops making Edward Cullen jokes, I'm going to be like, Nick, what's wrong? What'd I do?
Hold on. I don't make the Edward Cullen jokes. I chime in with them. The one on the furthest over there is the one that started it.
I started. Okay.
Anywho.
Nick, win, fail.
Okay, so my win. This week I've actually been trying, now that I'm down to one job, I have an immense amount of free time. And so I have stuff to work out at home. So I see a common thread here between the three of us or four of us that we all are trying to somewhat stay in shape and stuff like that. And so now that I'm able to do so, I'm working out in the morning, except for Zaga. I take that back. There's three of us.
Nope, I'm a fat fuck.
Okay, well.
Oh, yeah, I've seen fat. You are not fat.
Wait till you hear my fail.
I've been working out in the morning before I go to work. I've also bought an illustrious amount, not an illustrious amount, but I've bought just your typical vitamins because I'm at that age now where I want to have certain vitamins in my system. So I work out. I took my vitamins, heading to work, stop at the gas station, had to get gas.
Mm-hmm.
This is where the fail comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I slammed 6 donuts in the parking lot.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I regret nothing. They were so good.
Okay, that's a good fail right there. All right. And folks at home, just realize we do this segment to let you know that you're not the only one that's doing stupid shit that we really shouldn't be doing as adults. Like this, to make you know you're not alone. Now, for me, And that's why I wanted to save myself for last. I have been having chest pains lately. A little bit of a concern, right? All your faces got serious, see?
Yeah,
Sharp.
dude.
Is it like sharp?
Very, very
dull?
sharp chest pains.
Palpitations.
No, motherfucker, stop going full AMT on me. I am not a penguin. You will not perform CPR.
Dang it.
Hold on. I was the one that asked about the
Hey,
palpitations,
hey,
not
hey.
the EMT.
I thought that was copper.
No.
Hey,
But I see his brain going already.
hold on. Listen here, King Penguin. Your wife will royally beat my ass and then use her witchy powers to bring me back from the dead and then kill me again if I was not concerned about your health and something happened to you.
So you'd be like the zombie from Hocus Pocus.
So I've been having, like I said, I've been having a little bit of health issues, like weird, like chest pains. I have a shoulder issue going on right now. So I didn't know if it was muscular, if it was my lungs, but it hurt. It was my right side. Motherfuckers, you're on full. I already let me get to my fucking story. You don't need to. Hey, Jesus fucking Christ.
You have my undivided attention.
There's the rude one here trying to fucking diagnose me. What was your blood? Can you tell me what your blood pressure was?
You just see me get up from the chair. Next thing you know, I'm just walking over, and while he's telling the story, I'm like taking his vitals and shit like that.
You should have seen him at my motherfucking wedding. My friend fell and hurt his knee, and he's just like, "Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you do this?" I'm like, "God damn it! Just call the fucking ambulance."
He was like, "This is Doubtfire. Help is on the way, dear."
He was sprinting in the lobby. Cowboy hot, didn't move at all.
Cowboy hot didn't move at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Cowboy hot moved plenty, but
Apple chapstick didn't count.
So chest pains, concerned. So, like a good adult, like a good 35-year-old, I called my primary.
State Farm was there.
I wish. I have Geico. I save 15% more by switching to that.
Nice.
But yeah, no. So I called my primary, like a good adult. And, I talked to my doctor. They said if it gets worse, go to urgent care. It didn't get worse. I feel fine. We're good. Okay. We're just going to brush it under the rug. And then when it feels bad again, then we go to the doctor again. But that's not even my fail. Once that the pains went away the other night, I ate 4 cheese sticks.
Yep.
2 Nestle drumsticks.
Yep.
Cinnamballs from Taco Bell.
Fuck yeah.
And chips, along with 3 sodas.
I just came.
So you got rid of the chest pain and figured, you know what? I'm gonna go for the diabetes. Like
in 30 minutes.
I was thinking maybe that's more anxiety, Zaga, because you're working so much. I get chest pains when I'm about to have an anxiety attack.
Don't pity him. Don't pity him. He does this shit to himself.
No. So you don't know a lot about me. I am a very broken man. I cannot express that enough. I need shoulder surgery. I need Tommy John surgery. I currently do not have an ACL in either of my knees. I've dislocated my ankle twice. This pinky, as you can see, will never be straight. See this one? That's the straight as it'll go. It's forever bent. You can see it. It's forever bent. Forever bent.
Pinky's out.
That's been dislocated 15 times. I can dislocate it on cue. Just because I can.
God.
Oh, that one you didn't tell me. A lot of your other medical shit you told me, and it was funny because I had just met you too, and we were talking like medical shit, and you were like, "Oh yeah, this is wrong with me, this is wrong with me, this is wrong with me," rather than being like, "Oh my god," I'm like, "Huh."
Yes, I was hit by a Ford F-250 going 45 miles an hour at the age of 13 and didn't die. I was 1 inch away from dying. So I am a very, very broken man. I also played high school and college sports. So yes, and I'm 5'8". I should not ever have been on a basketball court at 5'8" and being half Asian. We are not built for this. We are not built for that. So all the abuse of my body, this is just normal. Like currently, as I'm sitting here, I have a knot in my back that's so bad. So yeah, I do this to myself because usually when I go play sports, even now, I just don't know how to not put 150,000%, and then I hurt myself.
Okay, well, let me ask you guys that. Do you guys ever suffer from anxiety, especially because of burnout?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a unanimous answer. Like we all suffer from fucking. It is a millennial trait.
Do you guys all breathe oxygen too?
Like there's literally no other generation that has this much anxiety
At all.
at all.
Morbid.
No, Chopper. Think about the shit we've been through.
Okay, the Great Depression, I'm pretty sure, caused a lot of anxiety.
No,
Let's throw
you
that.
guys laugh
Actually, no,
at
it
me
wasn't so much
all
anxiety. It was just
listen.
Depression.
Did remind me of something. I
What?
used to work in the service industry, very overstimulated, like too many noises, too much going on, fast-paced environment, not cool. I was telling my manager, I was like, dude, like I have to go. I was like, I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. Like I'm so anxious. He was like, Adrien, everybody suffers from anxiety. Like, boo. You know, so I was like, shit, I guess like it's just I feel like nobody talks about it. Like nobody
Yes, and I agree with you, and it's hard because I feel like the problem is that the pendulum swung way so far one way, and now it went way too far the other way. Because like our parents' generation went through their version of a lot of what we're going through. The difference is that no matter what the issue was, because back then things like PTSD was kind of acknowledged. Things like neurodivergency, this and this and that was kind of acknowledged, but for the most part, it was shut up. No one cares.
brush it under the
And so
rug.
they pretty much got told with whatever was wrong with them, you're just being lazy, shut up.
It's all in
And
your head.
they could have very easily gotten, I don't want to necessarily say help, but just better ways of coping and moving forward with things. And then the problem is that because there was so much of that toxic, I don't want to say ignorance, toxic on that way, it swung the other way. And so many people, like the second they have something stressful happen, they play the anxiety card or the this card or that card, and everything is now a trigger, and everything is trauma, and everything is this and this. And then the problem is that people who are actually going through these issues, how do you determine who's actually going through it and who's using it as an excuse to basically just avoid doing anything difficult ever? It's like whoever taught Zoomers like therapy language ought to get like pushed into a pool of acid, because oh my God, like everything, the second you have an argument, you are a narcissistic, gaslighting, this and this and this and this and this word that I heard on Instagram one time. And
You're
that's
talking about psychology. That is a whole other fucking topic. Dude.
I didn't need you to repeat what my ex has told me before.
yeah, no kidding. So it's hard because it's like, yes, a lot of us like go through this, but there's a middle area in this. There are times in life where like, kiddo, rub some dirt in it, suck it up. We're going to get through this together. Also, you are tougher than you think you are. You can get through this. I promise you. And the more you push through tough stuff now, when life gets tougher later on, you will be able to get through it. It's okay. But then there's the other problem.
Breaking through limiting thoughts.
Yes. And a lot of our generation, I don't want to say a lot of our generation, a lot of it was like, no, you don't have to do that. No, you don't ever have to do anything hard, because if you ever feel an emotion ever, that emotion rules everything. And it's like, no, that's not the case. But then there's still the other flip side of it, of anyone who ever has anxiety ever is just bullshitting. And it's like, that's not true either. So it's just finding that middle balance area. But it's literally the pendulum swung so far one way, and then it swung all the way the other way. And now all of us are just trying to find an area in the middle of a balance. So
When
What happens when you guys get anxious? I'm sorry, Zach, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, I
but-
was saying like, well, when you think about it, and you think about our generation specifically, right? Like, thinking about millennials specifically, you know, not these new kids that are just using anxiety for they don't understand. They didn't go through the Gulf War. They didn't go through Y2K. They didn't go through 9/11. They didn't go through fucking the recession of 2008. They didn't go like when you.
I don't know, all of fucking GWAT. Yeah.
When you think about millennials, right? Every like 3 years, it is something that has never happened in the fucking history of the world. Like this is the first time this has ever happened in history. And it's like,
It's true.
why?
There's a guy called Mandatory Fun Times. I love his things where he's like, we're living in unprecedented times. And then he shows the other way and he's like going, when can we have some precedented times again? Why does everything
Listen, weed is legal in so many states now. Can we go back to the 60s? I want some fun hippie music. I want some fucking tassels hanging from my fucking arms. I want to have some fucking tie-dye bandanas and trip on some fucking acid if I want to. It is 2025. Why are we arguing about so much stupid shit?
Agreed.
Because we cannot profit.
For president, though, you don't want
no
that.
kidding. It's
Hey,
a
listen,
profit pay.
I do have something to say. Ellie and I were talking about running for city council in our town.
I love
Hold
that.
on. Before anybody gets excited here, okay? We were talking about it, and I gave it some real deep thought before I answered. Now, granted, I have ADHD brain, so my thought process scattered like a fucking. I ping ponged like it was fucking. I can't even fucking think of something that moves that quickly. But my brain just fucking went spiral real quick, and I was like, I work in sales. I can easily persuade people. I am easily corruptible. No, we can't do this. I am easily corruptible.
You know what? Mature on your part to at least acknowledge that.
That's my adult motherfucking win. I knew I was going to run for politics. Because again, I have a very special gift. I am great at sales. People do enjoy talking to me for some reason, and I don't understand why. However, I'm talking to you people at home. Why the fuck you keep coming back is beyond fucking. I don't. It's because of that beautiful man all the way over there. It's the voice of the killer, Bella.
Wait, which one?
It ain't me, it's that guy.
He's literally fucking Captain Fame here. At my bachelor party, he purposely didn't wear his hat, and he still got stopped by fans.
My pants off.
You did. Yeah, you were drunk. I remember that. I was the only one.
I wasn't focused on anything other than y'all two being happy. All right.
Any video that cracks, I'm gonna say 50,000 views. That's not even a lot. 50,000. I post Copper doing karaoke at my bachelor party.
Oh, I thought you were just going to do that anyway.
No, I got to give them a reason to see it.
All right, fair enough.
Wait till we hit 1 million, then I'm going to send them this. I'm going to send them this.
Here's 101. You don't give them the carrot. You got to dangle the carrot.
Nick's all about the dangle.
That's what he says in the no room.
No. The yes daddy room. That's consent.
Okay. Now, what was I saying? But yeah, no. When it comes to like all the shit that I could be corrupted on, I said no shot, can't do it. Mm-hmm. And then I really did think about it. I really thought about trying to get into politics because it's no different than what I do anyway. I get people to like me and then they buy stuff. But yeah, looking at the shit we grew up with. I mean, fuck, dude. Like, I don't know about you. I 100% believed that Y2K was going to be a thing. And the fact that in current day, I am so fucking excited for the androids that are going to do my laundry and do my dishes. I'm going to pay whatever I'm going to affirm order that motherfucker and pay it off over 24 months at 0% interest.
And what's what's sad? The sad part is like everyone that's listening to this, you think that he's joking. If you know him like we do, this motherfucker has already done the research. He's already pre-ordered. Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen.
I'm ordering the Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Of course you are.
Nice.
Yeah. What do they do?
Oh, because I have a pair. It's in essence a pair of Ray-Bans. That in essence, those
they have those cameras on the glasses and your headphones too. That's pretty like there's no like in essence. It has AI. You press a tap it and it talks to you.
It talks to you?
Yes.
For what purpose? But what's it do?
Like you can do phone calls on it and all that. So the idea behind it is that like the bone conduction thing, it's not really that, but in essence is that it'll play music, but rather than playing sound that goes outward, it's directed inward. So you hear it just fine. And if someone's like right up against your head, they can kind of hear it, but it's not like you're blasting them on speaker for everyone to hear.
Yeah.
And like you can do phone calls with it. You can do, it'll film for you and all that. The actual polarization on them is really nice.
I'm getting the actual glasses because I need glasses because I'm old.
Oh yeah, well for you, yes.
Hopper, were those gifted to you?
They were gifted, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what TikTok famous does for everybody.
No.
No.
This is what being a good NCO and having a mentor NCO.
Listen, I don't care what gang you're a part of, but it doesn't matter to me what gang you're part of. NCO.
We are not-
I don't-
we are not a
NCO,
gang. We are
NCO,
not a-
UCO, yeet. I don't care. It don't fucking matter.
Yeet.
I'm not even going to go into how fucked up what you just said is. But first off, no, we are not a gang. EFK is a cult. Thank you.
JFK, UFK, UFC, KFC. It don't fucking matter.
You had that one on standby,
The
dude.
man's
You were
ready.
ready for that
Yeah,
one.
you know he's getting smarter by the week. It's
He's
really
getting smarter by the day. And they're not even meta. That's where I fucked up. I don't have the glasses on today. Damn.
okay. Well, if you want to know, so like continuing our podcast, because we got to wrap up in like 20 minutes here. He's got to go to the gym. You know, he's Captain America. He's got to go. We got to make Eric his
if you want to
ass.
keep. Oh wow, I was lifting heavy things today. All right, I was lifting heavy things today.
Sleeveless over here.
Damn, that was wow. All right. I mean,
Zargo, I'm gonna need that.
that
Clip.
just shows you I'm not sitting on my ass doing nothing. I'm
I'm gonna
doing.
need that clip.
Uh,
You're showing his legs. That is so fucking funny.
Anybody who is watching this episode, please clip that point.
Fucking screenshot that. It's gonna happen.
Now, which leads me. What the fuck? Stop playing with the spring. We can hear that on the microphone.
I didn't
I
know.
thought there was a soundbite you have. That sounded
He's
ominous
fucking
as shit for a minute.
He's just stimming. That's all he's doing.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry.
God. In this episode drops, Autism Awareness Month is over. So no, stop it.
You know, the sad part is that we haven't actually gotten to talking about the burnout part, but this is very much the result of the burnout. This is when we finally have a chance to just be our fucking selves.
It's true. We don't have to wear the faces. Which, you know, talking about a lot of the things we already have, what are some signs that you're in a burnout spiral?
Impulsive
Anxiety was
buying.
one.
Well, I mean, I think, you know what, I will tell you, and this is not even necessarily a millennial burnout thing. This is just in general. And I've seen this in myself and I know when it happens. And the problem is that like it goes into, you know, it kind of falls in. I was like this way before I was ever in EMS, but you know, EMTs, paramedics, nurses, whatever, like we love taking care of other people or most of us do. And whenever the slightest thing is something wrong with someone else, it's like, no, honey, or like, dude, it's okay to say you're not okay. We are the worst fucking patients ever. Like, I could be missing a leg and I'll be like, damn it, all right, I'm good. Or like mentally, I'm all I fucking hate both y'all. And you, motherfucker. We're all.
I was waiting for the moment. I was waiting this whole time for like a good moment. And I was like, oh, there it is. There it is.
Wait for it. Long story short is that like, we are the worst patients. And a lot of us, I think going back into what we were talking about earlier, how everyone, you know, jumps and yells and screams and whines and acts like the smallest little thing is the worst thing ever. A lot of us are like, dude, I'm not saying shit because I don't want to be put in that camp. So we'll have all this shit going on with us and we just don't say anything. But I'll say that as far as the millennial burnout part is like, yes, there's being burnt out. If you're at the point where you're just losing sight of like anything good at all, like none of this is going to get me anywhere. No matter what I do, I'm screwed. Like, and just all the things that you would point out to your best friend of like, dude, yeah, this sucks. But like, number one, I love you. These people love you. You got this good thing and that good thing going for you. If you just cannot see any of
Yes, she did it. She was in on it. I love it. You're taking this like so deep, and I love it because my legit answer was gonna be: I answered a text message. I answered all my text messages out in my head, and then I forgot to hit send.
Oh my God, I do that all the
Like
time.
that's how I know. Like that's the first sign.
I do that all the time.
Or I spend $400 on weed because that's
No, go ahead. Better one. When you dream that you did the shit that you got to get done.
That's
and then
fucking burnout. That's burnout.
Yes,
you wake up and you're like,
tell you the
none
amount
of
of
it's
times.
fucking done.
I can't tell you the amount of times I have dreamed about waking up, getting all the crap I have to get done, and then I wake up and I'm like, Shit,
But-
which one did I dream about and which one did I actually get done? Shit.
I think also when you're severely procrastinating or you're late to everything, Nick.
No, I had internet issues.
You know what?
You
You know
were late
what?
for the phone call too.
Wait.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I like her.
This how we do it? This how we do it now?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. You can take shot. You can take shots, but you can't get any. Is that it?
Congratulations, you're on the list.
Yay! You're gonna have my face on your shirt next.
It's gonna get there. But my burnout, I've actually realized.
Not burn. You're in his burn book.
Yeah, burn book. You ever seen Mean Girls?
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. You're in his freaking Death Note book.
But no, my burnout is, and I'm sure because this actually relates back to Copper's adulting win and fail. Is I will have once I hit burnout, my laundry, even though I've washed it, it will sit in the hampers that are clean, and they'll sit there for like days. And when I get up in the morning, I'll look at them and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put this up today when I get home. Never. And it goes back to what Adrien was saying. I procrastinate, so therefore I'm like, oh, no, I'll just do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. It sits there and it sits there and it sits there and it just continues to build. And by the time I finally put it up, guess what? It's time to do laundry again.
So it's either that, or all the clean clothes are sitting in your hamper and you don't even put them in the drawers. You just use the hamper of clean clothes as the drawers.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. Like
all the time. All the time.
Well,
So what do we do to combat this though? Like, how do we, even though it's unrealistic to have a work-life balance, how do we attempt to do it?
How do we do it? You smoke copious amounts of marijuana in a state that it's legal in.
I don't smoke at all.
So you can do that one.
Or unless you're not in the military.
Well, would you guys agree that it's more like some weeks you're going to work a lot, some weeks you're going to rest a lot, some weeks you're going to be into your creative endeavors, some weeks it's more so about like by a week basis over doing a little bit of everything in a day, right?
Sorry, you said the R word, and it was funny. You said the R word, rest, and that
is not the word I thought you were referring to.
Rest.
I was gonna say I was like, what R word did she say? Because I'm sure that didn't come out of the mouth.
See, yeah, yeah.
We're not going down that road, but I was like,
now the word rest.
What is wrong with fucking both of you?
I'm undiagnosed.
I'm overly medicated. I'm not prescribed. Now you bring up a funny word, rest. Because I know, well, Nick now can have some rest because he's been working 2 jobs for a very long time. So he earned that. For me, I don't know what rest is because like when I come home, like for the most time, like I don't get out of work till 7:00 most nights, and then like my free time is like now. And here we are doing a podcast, right? So
And that's not free time.
Copper gets it too. Copper understands it.
You know what? And I think this goes into what you were talking about, Adrien, with the whole thing of like kind of how our brain is conditioned. If you are sitting down and not doing a thing, you fucked up.
We feel lazy.
Like,
We feel
if you're not working on something, you were talking about the whole grind culture thing before we actually started recording, but it's a whole like, yo, bro, if there's literally like a 60-second period of the day that you're not doing this, you fucked up. And it's like, okay. Says you, the Instagram guy who literally gets paid a shit ton of money to literally do nothing but go to the fucking gym. I love that for you. Cool. But the rest of us fucking normies got to find a balance in this. And I think a lot of it, and it's hard because at the same time, like my thing of getting out of that burnout is, at least for me, like it's going to the gym or like it's working out. But it's doing it because it's not like, hey, oh my God, I gotta do this. Oh my God, I gotta do this. Say, dude, I feel better. I look better. Things hurt less. This and this works good. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, fine, you know what? Sure. It's a for everyone else thing. It's a productive thing, but this is a thing I want to freaking do. And
see, that's where people kind of forget, like when, like not to interrupt or anything like
that.
No,
go ahead.
Is like when you said like, oh, I have to do this. What people don't understand is like when you put the words of like into like words of affirmation to yourself or like manifesting like, yep, oh, I get to go to work. I get to work out. I get to do this. It changes your perspective.
Oh yeah,
not drastically, but like immensely, to where like it changes your whole mindset, and then like you feel more not relieved, but like you feel successful at the end of it all. Like you're grateful, you're humbled
It
and
puts
stuff
a
like
different spin on it. And the problem is that it's like a lot of people, and I feel like a lot of people, like, you don't realize how comfy a bed is until you've slept in a hole in the ground. You know, it's like to everyone else, it's like, okay, well, yeah, why wouldn't you just sleep in a fucking bed? It's like, okay, there's plenty of people who don't get that. And it's not until, like, you know, like a big thing that's kept me like really motivated through a lot of my military career is I do the same thing. I don't look at it as, you know, oh God, I gotta deal with this shit. And I gotta deal with this shit. It's like, homie, I get to do this shit. Okay. Like there's the stuff that we have to do. Yeah. But it's like, dude, I get to go bop around in Humvees with machine guns under night vision.
Yes,
I
yeah,
get to do this and this stuff. Like there's
don't-
all these other, huh?
I disagree with all this. Truthfully,
Okay.
like, I'm sitting here like I have to design merch ideas because I'm the only one that I have to make a link tree. I have to edit an ending for this show. I have to edit episodes. I have to sell cars. I don't get to sell cars. I have to survive in my job.
Okay, but yes, but here's what I'm getting at though. You have to do those things, but like the merch and this and this and that, you have to do those because that's what you are called to do, and you're doing it for you. Like it's a passion of yours that you get to fucking do a thing with, and you have to, but that's because it's self-motivated. It's not a, you know, hey dickhead, this better be done here. Now the selling cars bit, yes. But
yeah, no,
you're
the
like
only thing
me.
that I feel like I get to do is I get high. So, and I feel like that's a good enough win. I'll live with that. I mean, like I'm not upset. I mean, I don't have to buy stuff behind a fucking McDonald's at 2:00 in the morning anymore. But just walk into a store like it's fucking Apple and fucking 2:00 in the afternoon and be like, "Am I getting some good shit here?"
Right. You know,
That's
it reminds me of something. It reminds me of something I saw a while ago where it was like type A people or like self-motivated people, whatever, no matter how successful they get, they are anxious, depressed, or worried 90% of the freaking time. And then there's that little 10% where they actually feel like they've accomplished something. But yeah, for like a lot of things, when you're so self-motivated about anything, everyone else will be like, dude, you're doing good. And you're like, nah, I ain't done this yet. This could be better. This could be better. And it's hard because everyone like looks at it and they're like, oh, it must be nice up there. And for a lot of them, they're like, no, dude.
Well, you want to know why we feel like that? Is that you always feel like, no, I got to do this. I'm like, okay, yeah, I did that. It's because we're constantly raising the bar for ourselves. We're not settling for what we've already accomplished. Like, hey, congratulations, you hit that milestone of whatever you're trying to accomplish, or not milestone, but you hit that task, you completed it. Yeah, well, then that just means the bar has been raised even more.
Like good for you. What's next? Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
and then,
and then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that, I mean, that's exactly what it is, right? Like I mean, granted, I'm the prime example of that. I'm Captain Perfectionist. Do you know how long it took me to sticker bomb this goddamn desk? 20 fucking stickers were the hardest decisions of my life. Because I knew I had to cover them up, and I'm like, well, we're gonna save these 47 over here. But yeah, I back to what our original point was as far as signs that where you're burnt out. Like an easy one would be like you go grocery shopping, but then you do go get takeout right after you're done because you're burnt out. You don't want to fucking cook.
That's what I did last week. Shut up.
That's what I do most week, every week.
That's what I'm doing tonight.
You know what I think perfectly wraps it up? Fight Club. We got brought up being, what's the line? We got told that we might someday be the rock stars and the movie actors and this, but we're not. And we're slowly realizing that fact. And we are very, very pissed off. And it's obviously a hyperbole of that, but it kind of hits.
I'm really mad at myself for not being in drama class in high school because I thought I was going to get fucking made fun of because high school was actually real life because you get made fun of for that shit, even as an adult.
Well, the theater kid is I was a theater kid, and I think I turned out okay for the most part.
Yeah, well, you can go fuck yourself because I'm a band geek, so.
Yeah.
Here I am, an athlete. I was actually pretty popular and turned to dick.
I was a
That's
pothead.
that's the lessons, kids. If high school was fun for you, you're fucked. If high school sucked, you might have a chance.
Yeah, nobody wants to peak in high school.
No, I was a skater with long hair.
I definitely didn't peak in high school. That was probably my introduction to sales because I was a social chameleon. I was friends with the kid who just sat there with his headphones and listened to music that was for 12 hours. I was also friends with the kids in the magnet program, which was the super, super smart kids, the ones that were like golden cum laude.
Magnum cum laude.
Yeah, I know. I was being facetious. Yeah, I graduated cum laude, so I'm pretty smart.
Oh, no shit. Nice.
I'm actually listen, people at home, I understand that I perceive that I am a fucking moron sometimes. I do actually have a genius level IQ. I just do not apply it because I really, really, really enjoy marijuana. It's so fucking great.
Well, the funny thing is, I think like you see that a lot with our age group too, is that like a lot of it is like, oh, well, maybe if you'd done this and this and this, and some of us are like, I did. And they're like, oh, well, if you did that, then it should have equated to this. And it's like, yeah, except it fucking didn't. So here we are.
Well, what do you guys think of the notion that millennials are lazy?
I'll fight them.
It's like with any generalization, right? Like it's the whole like, oh, all modern women do this and this and this, or all men nowadays do this and this and this, or all of this group of people do X, Y, and Z. And yes, you might run into yes, and you might run into a fairly big percentage of people in that category who do that, but it's also based on like location. I feel like a lot of stuff, and again, it's the social media thing. It's so many people are saying this, and it's like, okay, but where is this coming from? Where do these people live? What environment are they in? Because like for example, like prime example, and these two give me shit about this all the time. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, Mr. fucking Captain America over here being able to walk into any bar and pick up any woman you want. It's like, first off, that's not how I am. All right, but here's the thing. No, I ain't sucking my own dick because I broke 2 ribs and I can't do that shit. Anyway,
Easy there, Marilyn Manson.
People have that view of me, and it's like, dude, that ain't my life here. Like, number one, that's just not how I am, and 2, out here, I ain't shit. Now, granted, I'm not complaining. I kind of prefer that because I don't have people harassing me. It's like, yeah, even then, people don't really think I'm that cool. But it's that whole thing of like, people have the idea. There's the idea of you. There's the idea of what everyone else's life is like and what life is like, and then there's the reality. But when people don't get out much, and they don't get to experience all these things, they go to social media as be like, oh, so that's what life is like, and it's like, no, this is what a whole bunch of people are acting like life is like.
Yeah.
And if that's your only view, then that's how you think everything is. And when that's how you think everything is, you emulate it, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, you bitch about something being fucked up, you now think that's what everybody's doing. It's like the whole toilet paper thing during COVID. There was never a toilet paper shortage, but because everyone thought there was one, everyone rushed out to go do a thing and created the toilet paper shortage.
The problem. Yeah.
Yes. Like the perception, the perception, if you just look at my screen, is I have a lot of money because I have a lot of toys around here. Mm-hmm. I have spent 10 years collecting this shit. Mm-hmm. It's been a long time. But before we continue to continuously get off track again, it leads me to my next point. How do we cope with our burnout? Now, granted, me and Adrien have the same coping mechanisms. We just smoke until we become a those person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really cope so much. I just keep putting it in the black box in the back of my head and lock out the hinges.
It sounds like you like
yes. It sounds no, like that is the no room. One of them's the yes daddy room. The black box up here, that's the no room.
I don't know. The way I usually deal with burnout is like when I know that I've hit that wall and stuff like that, is like I will put off, like, prime example is when I put off laundry. And then like my only free days are like the half of Friday all the way through Sunday. So 1 to 2 of out of the 3 days, I will ignore all responsibilities that I have within my house. And so like I will take myself to a meal that is not fast food. I take myself to a brewery because I enjoy breweries.
Give yourself a self date.
Yeah, that's a master date, you guys.
Oh, what a master date.
I've never heard that, and I'm using that, and I need that on a shirt.
I agree.
Master date.
Yeah.
I'm taking this. It's
I'm
like
just
off of Parks and Rec.
masturbating during the day.
Yeah, I just masturbate during the day all day. But I feel like off of Parks and Rec, where it's like treat yourself 2011.
Treat yourself 2011.
So yeah, so you're kind of talking about recharging too in ways that feel good to you. And that was going to be different from stuff that doesn't feel like a chore, which is what Copper was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Because I feel like after I do that, like say if I do that on like Friday, like half of my Friday, or if I do it all day Saturday, that means on Sunday it's back into reality in a sense. And so like the laundry gets put up, the dishes get done, the house gets clean. Like it's a manic episode, if you will, almost.
Truthfully, I'll be a little honest here. You know the way I deal with my burnout, and this is like nobody knows this. Ellie has caught me a couple times.
I'm gonna take a guess and say it rhymes with Reed.
Richards.
What? Reed?
Richards.
How high are you, dude?
We
5'8".
no, honestly,
I've
been smoking this entire time.
No.
Now, truthfully though, on Thursdays when because Ellie works in the office on Thursdays and it's my day off, there's a good 2 to 3 hours, sometimes that long, where I'm just in my office, camera on, and I'm putting on a full-on performance at karaoke.
Okay.
I'm going in.
I love that.
You got to understand, I have studio speakers in the studio right now, so like I hear myself through this. It's it's a studio monitor right now.
That's right. Feed that ego.
And I have the mic stand. I put the mic on the mic stand, and I'm holding it. I'm just performing to nobody, and it'll be. Sometimes I'll record it, and then it's immediately deleted.
I would love to see that.
For any of those who know my legal name, just search the YouTube, and you will find me dancing multiple times.
I've found it. I've watched it. I enjoyed it.
I'm waiting for the day that we go viral, and that just randomly goes viral.
Yeah.
It's a true thing. There's also a video on that page of me doing karaoke of Faint with my friend Clay. Now, this leads me to one of our favorite segments here, the listener submissions, because I asked the fans, how do they cope? Now, the example I gave them was I usually scream at the top of my lungs to Paramore, which is
not a bad choice.
I actually sent Nick a Paramore video, and that was actually during peak karaoke time because I was singing Decode at that time. Speaking of Twilight, see full circle.
I was just thinking that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I say most of the time, 99% of the time, it's me practicing Hamilton because I am the Hamilton karaoke.
You are a whore for Hamilton. I swear to God, we've been talking about this for 2 goddamn years.
Listen, I got popular on the goddamn cruise because of it. Okay, I was a local cruise ship celebrity for singing
Hamilton.
It's a Broadway show.
Broadway musical.
Oh, I am not cultured. Okay.
Trust me, you're not the only one.
I have. Okay, you're not the only one.
I highly advise watching it.
I will say that was one of those weird periods because, like, as a theater kid, right, there was that whole period where it was like, dude, musicals are fucking dumb, and then there was like this really weird period around.
They definitely did not say dumb back in high school.
There was a period where people were like, dude, musicals are stupid. Musicals are this. Why would you ever get into those? Those are. I'm not saying the word.
Yeah, they would say it's
sure. But then there was like around Hamilton, there was like this weird period where it wasn't like, dude, I went to the like movie theater. And saw
why, Copper?
Like, bro, did you go and see Hamilton? Bro, did you go and see like Avenue Q? Did you go see like?
Do you know why Hamilton really changed how musicals were viewed?
There's several reasons, but go ahead.
It's because black people put the touch on the white people things. Every time, and it's true. Listen, anytime black culture integrates with white culture, it becomes better. Baseball, it wasn't that great until Jackie Robinson joined in. Football, come on, can you name a wide receiver before 1980? Real talk. Hockey's starting to blow up because why? It's reaching black culture, and I respect it and I love it. It's so much better. Golf. Can you name somebody before Tiger?
No, he's the only guy I know.
Basketball. Kareem just owned everybody.
Sports.
Just saying. It's a real goddamn conversation point.
Tony,
I stand by it.
Tony, I love you, and I love you to death. I love you to absolute death. But I swear to God, someday if I ever have FBI agents knock on my door, it's gonna be based off some shit that you said. I swear to God.
Probably. They're gonna be like, he's on to us. Hit him. Sprinkle some crack on him. Okay. Leads me to what the fans have said though. And so this is some of the things they said. I'm not gonna say names. If you hear yours, enjoy it for the measure you had. I usually put Lacuna Coil on headphones.
What the fuck is that?
Lacuna Coil on headphones as loud as I can bear, and then I just ignore everything around me for a while. I have no idea what Lacuna Coil is.
Does anybody know what Lacuna? Hey, Macarena.
We all picked up our phones.
I love how Adrien and I were the first two to be like, hold on, I got this.
Okay,
You
you
said
guys
Lacuna Coil?
Coil.
Yes, Lacuna Coil. It is a band,
What is
Italian gothic metal band from Milan. That
Oh,
started in
yes.
1994.
Oh,
Damn.
interesting.
Oh.
Is that like European Paramore?
Honestly,
No, you know what? No, actually,
I
I'm not
Evanescence
gonna-
vibes. Evanescence
No,
vibes.
literally, I was just about to say it looks like Italian Evanescence, but then I didn't want to say that and have someone be like, here's all the reasons
All
why
right,
you're
so we
wrong.
have-
Bring me to life.
We haven't.
Wake me up inside. I don't know now. I don't know now.
Save
My friends there. Save me from the bread with no garlic on it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Fucking
Oh my
funny.
god. All right. This one says shut down and reading a book while listening to music. That's a typical
No, that's what I said.
millennial thing, right? On a nice
Yeah.
day, right? You have a nice little cup of soup.
No soup for you.
I don't think you can do that accent.
No soup for you.
Ah, shit.
Do more, stay busy. The more stressed or anxious I am, the more I do. We just talked about this.
So you
Step
thrive
by
under
step.
pressure.
Yeah.
Carly, who's our show manager, she
How'd it
said,
go?
I have
She's
a
not
bad
here.
habit of shutting down. I'll isolate, then come back when I feel better. You know what? I respect that though.
Me
was
too.
like,
No,
And
and I think, yeah.
That's called boundaries. We learned about that in therapy, right now.
Yes.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
so whenever I isolate, do you guys ever, I don't know if this is weird, maybe it's an autism thing, I don't know, but like where you just like stare at the wall and you blank out
So you're like
Yes,
Wilson Fisk
associate,
off
I
of
do that
Cheers.
consistently.
in
I've done that
silence?
multiple times on the show
yes
already.
and no. Yes and no. I wouldn't say I've ever. I mean, there are other things that maybe stare at a wall and blank
Topper,
out,
you
but-
can't disassociate. You just keep talking yourself through it.
He's
So
got
I
a
did-
point.
We disassociate while you talk. I'm not even trying to be serious. I watched Nick, like no joke. I'm so sorry. During this episode, I hope there was a wide angle shot. Nick, for approximately, I timed it, 45 seconds, and I forgot to talk about it because of ADHD. Nick was just,
I noticed that. I fucking saw that. That was hilarious.
I just could not. That whole time, I had no idea what you said. I could not recollect it right now if you asked me.
Like,
Nice to
But
know
Nick
that.
sat there
So-
and just looked around his room for approximately 45 seconds.
What, motherfucker? Go ahead. I'll hang on every word and give you the respect to pay attention to what you say. But nah, go ahead, asshole. No, I'm
aw,
listening.
poor buddy.
It
My
wasn't
face
'cause I
hurts so much, so
disassociated.
much.
Mm,
It was not.
nah, go
My
ahead.
my power flickered. The room went chick chick, and I fucking started hearing noises, and so I was investigating what could possibly been a paranormal experience.
That's how you investigate?
Well,
Yo, shout out to Aaron. I love Aaron from fucking Ghost Adventures. Fuck your wife. That bitch was fucked up.
Fuck your wife.
Yo, I
Jesus.
plotted murder against him.
Bing bong. Fuck your life.
I used to
Oh,
have
no,
that
all day.
button.
respectfully,
I used to have that button.
Baby, take me out to dinner.
Okay.
But do you
the
guys just
final.
emptily stare? Zaga, did you say you did that or you don't do that?
Oh yeah, I just zone out.
Yeah.
And but
Yeah,
like the
there's
problem is I have
no zone out.
ADHD, so my thoughts just go. I start off from thinking like, oh, I probably should take the trash down before it gets dark because I'm gonna forget later on. So all of a sudden, my thought process has somehow from there gotten to. There's no way if we didn't have a civilization on Mars prior to fucking traveling from Mars to the world, like that's how my brain works. But
That
this
scene
is
with Charlie Day and the whiteboard.
yes,
The figure
yes. Where's Pepe? Pepe's
Pepe
here.
Silva.
And the
I got
final
another
one,
potato.
which this is my favorite one out of all of them. They commented, "Wait, we're supposed to be dealing with it."
LOL. Yeah. For real.
Now, with this burnout, we have some more positive things that we can talk about from our millennial times. Because you know what? As millennials, some of us, majority of us, cope by living through nostalgia, which is one of the things I'm surprised none of us really talked about. Because nostalgia, to me, it brings us together. That's why we love Disney World. We know we can't afford it. That's why we want to go to Universal Studios and see Harry Potter World and finally be the wizard, because we never got that acceptance letter and it hurt. Yeah.
So you're also talking about nurturing your inner child. What?
100%.
Yeah.
Do you see this?
Your whole psychoanalyst thing, your
Listen.
whole psychoanalysis thing is going to be like the best, worst fucking thing ever.
This action figure, Adrien, that I'm proud to say was $380 motherfucking dollars.
Holy shit.
I
What is
have
it?
wanted that toy
That
since
is the
I was a
Scarlet
wee
Spider.
little lad.
That's Ben Riley.
What action figure is it?
It's Spider-Man.
Scarlet
Oh,
Spiders.
nice.
Ben
The
Riley.
Scarlet Spider specifically.
Yeah, no, whenever I'm at work and I'm like stressed out, I'll literally zone out and start thinking about Disney movies or childish stuff that I want to watch. And that makes me happier. Hell yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yes.
Does he have what's on him? Is that like what's the blue thing?
It's a coffee. He's a New Yorker. He needs his coffee.
Oh, he's a New Yorker.
He's a
like,
New
I'm
Yorker. He
walking
needs his
here.
coffee. He came with pizza also.
I'm swinging it.
He also
So-
came with pizza. I'm not even lying. Whole pizza.
So,
What'd
Like was the fuck away. My bad.
you say, Nick?
I'm sorry. How Adrien was saying, like we nurture that inner child and stuff like that. And you, for example, you bought the $300 Spider-Man toy, which I respectfully hold on respect. Do you really think that it's also why we watch a lot of like shows? Like we rewatch them, like from Disney Plus. Like Disney Plus was a blessing.
yeah.
Hold
on.
Because the
Hold on.
last
I gotta
time
give
that
Nick-
you watched that, life was simpler and less fucked up. So
I gotta give Nick props, because you know what? This is the perfect time for me to segue, which I was going to do, into our This Week in Millennial History, or This Day in Millennial History, because I specifically picked May 9th, which is the episode that this drops and everyone's going to hear. We're going to start off into the year 2000. Britney Spears released Oops, I Did It Again.
Hell yeah.
This date
Oh my
on 2000,
God.
making it now 25
Oh my
years old
God.
since she released her second album.
What the heck?
Now, the number
like
two
it.
one
I
to
like
fall
it.
right into line with what Nick was talking about, because I want to just skim right past that one. This one's great. And I'm so glad he brought that up about rewatching shows nonstop, because I'm in the middle of watching this show.
Hold on.
Mhm.
I hope to God I wonder if we're on the same page.
On May 9th of 2005,
Oh no.
the premiere of How I Met Your Mother aired for the first time on CBS.
I never watched How I Met Your Mother, but
You
like,
can
well,
have
that's what's
what's
wrong with you.
That's
I
what
did
the
a
fuck
little
is wrong
bit.
with you.
Ted's character annoys me. I think he's a pussy.
He is, but he watches it for Ted. You watch it for Marshall and Barney.
I love Marshall.
man.
Yeah, he's the best character. I mean, but also what Nick was saying, I feel like that we like to rewatch the same things because we like to know that's an anxiety thing. We can
Yeah, we know what's
we can
coming.
predict. Yeah, we already know what's coming. It's
Well, like,
comfort.
For example, like right now, like on my on lunch when I'm at work, I watch Boy Meets World.
Yep.
Oh,
I
I
love
do. I love Boy Meets
Hell
World. I
yeah.
don't care. I didn't care for
Oh my
the spinoff of the Girl Meets World,
same.
but Boy Meets World, I've rewatched that. I forget how many times, but watching them grow up, I watched them as I grew up, and so now being 34, I'm doing the same thing, and it's just it's a nice little touch back to. I hate the word or phrase I'm about to use, is a simpler time.
it
No,
was
you're
a
not
true,
wrong,
it
though.
was a
You're
true
not wrong.
simpler time though. Like we didn't really have a lot of bullshit, even in like our early 20s when you really think about it. Like how much bullshit did we really have in comparison to today? Because the next one, like to talk about, watching shows, what happens. Who's watched The Office? Right? Copper doesn't understand. He's military. You have to work in an office to really understand it. On May 9th of 2013 was the season premiere, the series finale of The Office, which I had watched that motherfucking season finale so many times.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
I've never really sat down and like watched. I've watched a few episodes,
cry.
but sure as shit know a lot of the quotes and memes.
It's pretzel day.
You will cry from watching The Office. It will hurt you emotionally in ways you
So
never
I've heard.
Acknowledge my beer.
I see it.
Acknowledge it, Nick. Listen, just because no one acknowledged you as a child doesn't mean that we're not doing it now. Calm down. We still love you.
It's Micah Scott and pretzel day.
I can
Acknowledge
see
it.
that. I can
Acknowledge
see that.
it.
It has been acknowledged.
It's acknowledged. It's stellar. It's cool. It's hip.
Oh, I got to do it with the tribal hand. You guys don't watch wrestling, so I acknowledged him.
No.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Nick and I are wrestling nerds. Hence why I got. And don't worry, one day I will own a real WWE title belt.
Oh shit!
That was good. We did that in unison.
Like, why do they make it so expensive?
We did that in unison. I'm so proud.
Yes, I'm very proud of us.
I love that for both of you.
With that being said, I feel like we can wrap this all up by saying burnout isn't any sense of laziness. I feel like the way we cope with our burnout, it's our body telling us it's time to take care of ourselves. I think we all discuss all different ways, things we do about dealing with the burnout, and it's all a form of self-care. Whether it's doing your laundry and cleaning your house, you have to live in a clean environment to be happy. Whether it's smoking copious amounts of marijuana, singing karaoke to yourself and actually pretending to be the star you wish you one day could be.
Taking yourself on a master date.
On a master date.
I think I would say that, and especially for our generation, because we got pushed with so much, it is just finding a balance, because sitting down for 2 seconds does not make you lazy, but at the same time to pull up yourself by your bootstraps and actually get shit done. And it's just finding the balance in between those two, because there's a lot of times where it's the whole like, it's not your fault, there's times where it's like, nah, it fucking is. There's times where it's like, nope, I fucked that up. This
Like,
and
you
this and
can't
this
keep blaming
is
your
jacked up.
parents, your trauma,
Exactly. There has to be accountability at some point. But at the same time, it's all just like, okay, well, this and this and this, that's accountability. It's like, one of my favorite ones was like, it was something that someone posted. It was like, guys be like, I'm fighting demons. Meanwhile, the whole time it's just accountability. And I get, and it's weird because there's two parts of my brain. There's the one part that's like, yeah, dude, like a lot of the guys who like see Doomer this and Doomer that, they're like, oh my God, literally me. It's like, bro, you just need to do this and this and you'll be fine. But at the same time, it's like, oh, you're right. Because anytime something's wrong with me, you're right. It's all my fault. And I fucked up. Yeah, my feelings don't matter. Sorry. But it's the balance. Like, because people either take it way too far one way or way too far the other way. So I think with a lot of the burnout is that there's a big difference. It's like working out. There's a big difference between being sore and being in pain. If you're sore, all right, that's part of the process. But if it physically hurts to do an exercise to the point where you can't do it, homie, stop. Because then you're going to hurt yourself, and then you can't do it after that.
But what if the pain feels good?
Yeah, what if it feels good?
What if it hurts so good?
It hurts so good.
We all had the build up. We all edged ourselves right for that moment.
Jesus Christ.
Emotional.
You haven't had a good time to press that button. But no, I think we can wrap it up by saying, yes, take care of yourself. If it hurts, stop it. Just stop. Just walk away.
Stop it.
Take a nap. The revolution can wait for a fucking day.
Yeah.
No, we ride it, dog.
But at the same time, get some shit done.
Don't feel sorry for yourself. We're all going through the same shit.
Yeah.
Don't feel sorry for yourself. You do matter, but don't feel sorry for yourself. Hold yourself accountable, but at the same time, don't burn out your whole engine, because then you're stuck by the side of the road and you can't do shit.
Okay.
Moderation, yeah.
Yeah, we are literally specks of dust floating in nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
It literally is not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
See, she
One of
got
the
moons
biggest
behind
things-
her. She knows. She got moons
I think
behind
probably one of the best things I ever heard is that I am one of the most beautiful, unique, and well-made grains of sand on the beach, just like everybody else.
Yeah, see, that's very different. See, one of my favorite quotes is, "You can't take life too serious." Never make it out alive anyway.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, mine was from Boy Meets
What
World.
was
I was from Van Wilder.
Well,
What was the other one? Life is too short to be taken seriously.
Yeah, well,
There's a poet, I can't remember.
life sucks. Get a helmet.
Seriously. What?
Life sucks. Get a helmet.
Life sucks. Get a helmet.
Life sucks. Get a helmet.
That's fair. All right. With that being said, Adrien, thank you for being part of the second episode.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a
She's gonna
fantastic
ghost
time.
us. She's gonna ghost us.
Now, I was just gonna say, have we scared you away yet?
Yeah,
No,
well,
I'll
with
be
your
writing
no
my
name, yeah.
diary. Yeah.
It's so funny that Nick said that she's going to ghost us because that's going to be our next episode. It's Ghosted and Roasted. Why millennials avoid everything, even each other.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
That's rich.
we're going to have fun with that one. So we're going to be recording that one soon. But with that being said, everyone say goodbye.
If she doesn't ghost us.
I won't be ghosting. I'm reliable. Shit.
Oh, it wasn't a question of you. It was a question of, do you really want to put up with the three of us?
I thought it was so fun. I think you guys are fucking funny.
It's like watching a sparkly train wreck.
Yeah.
Nick, shut the fuck up. I knew where
A
you
show
know.
on the
Shut it.
sparkly.
Shut it. Don't fucking do it.
You know I am getting that soundbite put on this goddamn mixer.
Good.
God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna find them high school pictures of me looking like Edward Cullen.
He's so happy. Copper's like, I cannot wait to fucking leave. Where I'm going, I'm respected.
Is that how vampires laugh?
Dude, I'm sorry. The whole episode has cracked me up. Like they're like very low, like almost evil laughs. Like, oh. The whole time.
The funny thing is, that's how I naturally laugh. It's really funny when I'm in like movie theaters, something will happen, and everyone will be like, ha, 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 and I'll see you here.
Motherfucker, you're getting ready for the gym. Say goodbye.
So creepy, but I love it.
Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Be good. Be safe. See you soon.
Okay.
Nick.
I'm gonna tell you guys to do the opposite. Be bad, be feral, but still live your life and have accountability.
Yes. And no matter what you do, like, follow, subscribe to Adulthood Pending. Peace.
Goodbye.